After a 12-hour shift, trust me, the last thing I want to do is cooking. That's why I pick one day to cook everything for my family that will eat for the whole week. Now, this saves time, money, and the stress of wondering what's for dinner every night. Hello everyone, it's Cloudy from cookingwithcloudy.com. Welcome back to my kitchen. To start off right here, I have my beef. The beef here, I want to smoke it in the oven, or let me say like dry it in the oven. I will start by seasoning with some seasoned salt. You can use your regular salt. Now go ahead and mix that perfectly until it is well marinated with that beautiful seasoned salt.
Hi there, call me Claudia. Taste the magic in the air. Recipes to lift your spirits, all your worries disappear. In the kitchen where we gather, family loves a special spice. Join me for the tasty meals that make your heart feel twice as nice. Cooking with Claudia, every dish a dance. Spicy jollof rice and all the laughter in a glance. No fail recipes, just like a joyous chance. Join me for the tasty meals, we cook and sing and prance. I'm a mama wifey recipe, no to fail. Seasoning up with laughter, join me on this happy trail. From hearty stews to sweet delights, now food for every tale. As we share the joy of cooking, there's no way we can derail. Cooking with Claudia, every dish a dance. Spicy jollof rice and all the laughter in a glance. No fail recipes, just like a joyous chance. Join me for the tasty meals.
So the next thing to follow is some hard chicken. That's the mature chicken. I just stowed inside some water, and to season I will add in some green seasoning. If you want my green seasoning recipe, I'm going to drop in the description box for you to check it out. And right here I have some dried seasonings as well. You can use any of your favorite seasonings. I'm just seasoning according to how I like mine. Okay, when all my seasonings come in, you want to go ahead, use your hands to massage those seasonings perfectly inside the chicken. Today for my chicken, I'm gonna be boiling and air frying. If you'd like, you can deep fry yours, you can grill yours, whatever method you choose. For my stew, I'll start by boiling some bell peppers, onion, and tomatoes. You don't need to add water in there, okay? Just let that steam and cook until it is soft. I like this method because it reduces the frying time when I'm cooking the stew. You know, when you're frying the stew in oil, when you boil the ingredients before that, it reduces your frying time. My next dish here is okongobong. It's a typical Cameroonian dish. When I'm in the diaspora, I always use spinach because I'm using the dried okongobong. So I use spinach to bring back that beautiful green color and to soften it. I added the okongobong in there, bring in water, and let that boil until the spinach softens it. After that time, you want to drain it, then squeeze it. At this point, you can also like pour in cold water in there to stop the cooking process because you don't want it to overcook and be soft. Now this is going to mimic that beautiful fresh okongobong, you know, that beautiful green color. Now for my chicken, just transfer to an air fryer and you're going to air fry.
We cook and sing and prance. Come chop with me, feel the love, see the smiles light up the room. In the pot where dreams are simmered, share the secrets from my womb. For
the next dish I'm making is a roux. As usual, frozen spinach too. You can use your fresh spinach. To check on that, it is looking so good. But before we go to our stew, let us make our base for our okongabong. I just blend some peppers, tomato, ginger, and garlic with some onion. Now you're just gonna go ahead and blend that until it is smooth.
Hi there, call me Claudia. Taste the magic in the air. Recipes to lift your spirits, all your worries disappear. In the kitchen where we gather, family loves a special spice. Join me.
To make the okongobong, this is some blended egusi. So just go ahead, blend that and transfer to a different bowl. Okay, rinse off any excess egusi from in there. Go ahead, set that aside. Back to our ingredients for the stew. Everything has boiled up very well. Go ahead and blend until it is smooth.
For the tasty meals that make your heart feel twice as nice. Cooking with Claudie, every dish adds spicy.
Now the spinach for our eru is already soft now, very soft, because I boiled from frozen, so it is looking good. I'll bring in my fresh eru. I'll call this fresh eru. What I did with my eru is, this is the dried eru. What I did, I just soaked it in water in the refrigerator with a little bit of baking soda for it to pop up that beautiful green color. Now give that a good stir for everything to be like perfectly combined. To season, I will add in crayfish. Eru needs enough crayfish in there, adding some bouillon and salt. Now for eru, you can use any of your proteins, okay, but today I'm going to be using like my favorite proteins. Now this is a sauce for the egusi. You have to season with some bouillon, salt, and crayfish. Do not miss that for okongobong. It is so good. Now bring in the blended egusi. You're gonna let that cook until your egusi is fully cooked before you can bring in the okongobong we squeezed from earlier. Back to our eru, you want to bring in some palm oil. Enough palm oil in there, it's not gonna hurt. Okay, your proteins come in. I have some smoked fish, smoked beef, that's a smoked beef we smoked from earlier, and some already boiled cow skin. Now at this point, just give that a good stir, and you're gonna let it simmer onto some water in there dries off. Back to our egusi for the okongobong. It has been fully cooked at this point. Now bring in the squeezed okongobong from before. I'm just checking on the eru again. I always like to stir it like this so that it thickens. You see that your eru is ready to serve. Go ahead, set that aside. Now for the egusi, is fully cooked at this point. Bring in the okongobong, the squeezed okongobong, and you're going to give it another good stir. For my proteins today, I'll be using the same proteins we used for the eru, which is the smoked fish and the smoked beef from earlier, and some cow skin. Now that is some broth, that's some chicken broth from the chicken I air fried. Give that another stir. In this recipe, you can adjust the consistency according to how you like it, okay? Now for my stew, I just added in some tomato paste. You want to let that fry. Very important process. Let that fry for some time. Then you're going to bring in the blended, that was the boiled and blended tomatoes, onion, and bell peppers. Bring that in, cover, okay? Now at this point, you're going to go ahead to season with our favorite seasonings.
Recipes to lift your spirits, all your worries disappear. In the kitchen where we gather, family loves a special spice. Join me for the tasty meals that make your heart feel twice as nice. Cooking with Claudie, every dish adds spicy jollof rice and all the laughter in a glance. No fail recipes, just like a joyous chance. Join me for the taste.
I usually make my stew with, like, let me say chicken, fish, but I don't like putting them inside because when you freeze it, it gets really soft and I don't really enjoy it. So I always put my chicken, like, put in a Ziploc bag separately. Now let's go ahead and dish everything into meal prep containers. So guys, this is the part 1 of the meal prep. I'll be bringing in part 2 of this meal prep to show you how I prep my food, and like, you know, for the week, because sometimes when you work, you come back from work, you're so tired and you don't have time to cook, okay?
The magic in the air, recipes to lift your spirits, all your worries disappear. In the kitchen where we gather, family loves a special spice. Join me for the tasty meals that make your heart feel twice as nice. Cooking with Claudie, every dish adds spicy jollof rice and all the laughter in a glance. No fail recipes, just like a joyous chance. Join me for the tasty meals we cook and sing and prance. lining up with laughter. Join me on this happy trail. From hearty stews to sweet delights, now food for every tale as we share.
So guys, I hope you loved my meal prep for the week, and stay tuned because I have another meal prep coming up for you guys. And thank you so much for watching. Till I see you again in my next video. Bye for now. You take care. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, and like the video.